Hello everyone, Ron here from L.T.L Tutoring Central. I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm talking about using a variety of sentences in your writing. If you've read my blogs or watched videos or taken some of my courses, you will have heard me say this a number of times. Use a variety of sentences in your writing. And when I say this, I'm usually talking about simple sentences, complex sentences, compound sentences, and compound complex sentences. Now, of course, you also can use a variety in terms of statements, questions, imperatives, exclamations, but I'm mostly talking about the other structures of sentences where you have an independent clause or an independent clause and a dependent clause, etc. But I'm not going to discuss in this video exactly what kinds of clauses go into each sentence. I've done that before, and I might do it again, but you can check out some of the old videos or blogs or some of the courses on Udemy, for example. Or, of course, you can take a personalized course from me. Just shoot me an email and I will tell you all about that. But in this video, I am talking about a couple of issues that come up with students. How do I use a variety of sentences in my writing? Exactly how do I go about that? And the reason that this question comes up, they often become stuck or stalled trying to write something, and they're worried because they've used several simple sentences. Now they're trying to come up with a compound sentence, or the next sentence needs to be a complex sentence because I've already used these kinds of sentences. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to overstress about using a variety of sentences. It's something that you will begin to do with more practice, and the more you write and the more you proofread and edit. So I think the best idea is to write. If you're writing an essay, if you're writing a speech, if you're writing a book report, start writing. Obviously, you may have to do some research first and some brainstorming. We've discussed these skills before that come pre-writing, but just get writing something down so that you have something on paper or on your computer screen. And just write the way you think, the way you speak, and get it down onto the paper. Then when you proofread and edit, obviously you're going to be looking for mistakes. You'll look for all kinds of errors, mistakes that need to be corrected, and the editing part is correcting them. You may need to take material away or add new material in, but another step during the proofreading editing, you can now check to see, do I have a nice combination of sentences throughout the paper? Do I have some simple sentences? Do I have some compound sentences? Do I have some complex sentences? And if you don't, if you find that you have a lot of the same structure, then you can look at what you already have to make changes. So often you can combine simple sentences together and make a compound sentence, or you can create a dependent clause out of one of your simple sentences and keep the other one independent, combine them, and make a complex sentence. Or you can go the opposite direction and create simple sentences out of compound or compound complex sentences. You can go back and create 2 or 3 simple sentences. So you can use the material that you already have to get that variety of sentences in your writing before you have the finished product. It's not necessary to do it at the beginning. That's the same with a lot of writing skills. You don't need to worry about every sentence being perfect the first time you write it in terms of punctuation, in terms of word choice. None of that should be a concern at the beginning, because if it is, you are probably going to go very slowly, or you are going to stare at a blank computer screen or a blank page for a very long time. You need to get something down, and then you have something to work with. You have material that you can work with. It's like trying to build a birdhouse, but you don't have any wood. You have the hammer and the nails and the screws and some glue, but you don't have any wood. It's not going to work. So you need the material, and then you can do something with it. You don't need a certain percentage of simple sentences compared to compound sentences, etc. either. So even afterwards, don't try looking for some sort of algorithm that will work to make your writing perfect or beautiful. No, it needs to flow and it needs to sound good. That's why I suggest reading your work out loud. That can be very helpful. Also clarity. That's the most important thing. I would much rather read an essay that has a lot of simple sentences in it. Too many simple sentences, really, but it's clear. I know what the author is saying. I know what the student is trying to get across. I know what the thesis is. I know the topic sentences mean something to me, and the paragraphs support the thesis. All of those things are far more important. But when you're getting all of that down, keep working on getting that variety of sentences. And I'm sure that it will come with time and with practice, but do it during the proofreading editing stage, or at least on the second draft. You can divide this in many ways, but don't worry about it right at the beginning, because that will probably stall you. All right, I don't want to ramble on about it and start saying the same thing over and over again. Check out the blog. It's on the same topic, but I might have said things a little differently. I'll put the link below. I'll put a link below to the website as well. Also, I'll put a link for my Udemy courses, but if you want a more personalized course with more feedback and connection, email me and I will send you the information for those courses. They change occasionally from time to time, and they're only offered to a certain number of students as well. I hope everyone is doing well, taking care of themselves and staying safe in this COVID-19 time. Otherwise, have fun and keep learning. It's Ron Johnson from L.T.L Tutoring Central, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye for now.